Lieutenant Miguel Santos has earned his bachelor's degree in kinesiology with an emphasis in athletic training. He enters the Air Force as a force support officer. His first duty assignment is at Lakenheath Air Base, United Kingdom. Major Jose Luis Barreng, United States Air Force, will now administer the oath of office.
I state full name.
I, Miguel Paulo Piazon Santos,
Having been appointed as second lieutenant
having been appointed second lieutenant
in the United States Air Force,
in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same.
and allegiance to the same,
That I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion,
That I will well and faithfully discharge
that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties
the duties
of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
the duties upon which the office I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
The second lieutenant bars must now be pinned to the shoulders and cap of our new officer. His bars will be pinned by his father, Miguelito Santos, his mother, Ofelia Santos, and his brothers, Carlos and Angelo Santos. Ceremonial first salute will now be rendered by Staff Sergeant Gleason. Lieutenant Santos will now take the floor.
Before I get started, here I want to distinguish a certain guest of mine. Here at Detachment 35, we like to distinguish those who came before us. One of our alumni, my uncle, Major Barreng, graduated from this detachment, 96, with a degree in computer science. He is now a test director at Edwards Air Force Base, and he has been the Commandant of Cadets at the Detachment 560 at Manhattan College in New York. He's made this ceremony much more meaningful just because I know there's blood, this lifeline, like in the military, that's paved the way for me. So what we give out is the Detachment Gold Coin. And we don't give this out to anybody, just those that graduated from this program, this detachment. So, to Joey, Major Barreng, thank you for your service, not only to our country, but to our family. So, as you all know, I'll be going to Lakenheath at the end of this. year. I don't know what date yet, but I'll be going. It made me think about like the things that I'll miss, and one of those is home and family, of course. But you know, it made me think of like what I consider home. Like, what is really home? I mean, people say that home is where you make it, but I can make a closet at home and it wouldn't be the same, right? So, looking into my life and my career, like what I consider home. One of them is the athletic training room. We have Scott Saylor and Kelly Beaverline over there, program director and head of athletic training. In my program, we spend numerous hours in the training room and out in the field working our hours. You know, we're required to spend so many hours. And there's my colleagues who are, from 19 of us, who spend approximately 50 plus hours a week in addition to schooling and work that we have to do. And what keeps us together and what keeps us moving on to the next day is that we're suffering at the same time, you know. Misery loves company, so that's what keeps us together. My next home would probably be the Air Force Walk, the Wings Operational Center, so in the back there. I could not ask for a better, not just commissioning class, but a senior class. For all those GMCs, the way that we got treated as GMCs were not comparable to how you guys treated, so you're welcome. The new coming class, you know, it's really good to see that as we leave, the receiving end is some people that I consider and trust. You know, the GMCs, I envy your position right now. You're starting a journey that I'm just like ending. So, and if I were given an opportunity to do it all over again, I would do so in a heartbeat. And not because I know everything or I know all my DNC, but because of the process, of the journey. That what makes this even more meaningful. Because there's always going to be another mountain, and there's always, it doesn't matter how fast you get there or what's on the other side. That's the climb. And then I have the next home that I consider is not really a fixed setting. It's where my friends are. You know, the group of people that I consider probably my second family makes me feel like I'm not alone. It makes me feel like I'm part of something. So that's what I consider home. And then lastly, my home. Whether it be a long day or a short day, I can't wait to come to that place. You know, come and sleep in my bed, eat the food. But most importantly, the people that I share that home with is probably a special part. My grandfather and my two brothers and my parents. I want all of you to know that for those who know me, like whatever you know me as or how I am or the actions that I do about, it's because of them too. It's to make them proud and keep it together. And to make them proud. And I also want to set example to my two younger brothers. And whatever I do, wherever I go, it's to set example for both of them, setting the bar high, as we call it. So look at all these 4 homes, and I think, what do they have in common? At the end, I realize that it's the people that make the home. It's not the place, it's not the material things, but it's the people that makes a home a home. I'm lucky enough to have these people be my family and friends. And I know that wherever I go, I'm going to try to recreate that home. But it'll never be the same from the home I have here in Fresno. I want to take this opportunity now, this is my last thing, I promise. Since I have all my family and friends here, I have this delayed reaction to everything on major events in my life. Like, it doesn't hit me until a few, months actually, until I haven't realized that I've graduated college yet, or it probably won't hit me that I'm moving to England. But I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you, thank you for the love and support, and thank you for giving me help.